Hey guys, time for another product review of a ubiquitous thing that a lot of people walk past. But apparently they have a new version of it that I was unaware of. I've usually been really thrifty, and I've bought like the store-bought brands of this, but I didn't like how piss poor the store-bought brands are getting. So I want to talk to you today about Beefy Mac. And I was talking about this as a canned food that you can get and put in your emergency food stash. So I went looking for some, but I went looking for the main brand. I went looking for the Chef Boyardee brand because the store-bought brands, the Wally World brand especially, has gotten really not so good. Very poor quality. The sauce has gotten thin and it's getting almost devoid of meat in it. It's just like a tomato sauce now. And the nutritional analysis has dropped on it. But I went off looking for the store brand, and I came across this. This apparently, I don't know how long they've been making this. This is clean. I just ate this and I rinsed it out because didn't want the, for whatever reason, fruit flies love the tomato paste in this stuff. So, but anyway, I just finished eating this. It is a true chili mac. It's not beefy mac like they used to make. It is chili mac. And it has real chili in it. But not only that, it tastes good. It's fulfilling. It's a little high in fat, but here's the thing I was looking at. 1 can of this stuff, 18 grams of protein. It's as much as a can of herring fillets. So there's 2 servings in a can. And this gives you 22, at 1 serving, 22% of your RDA of the different fats that you need, 30% of the RDA of saturated fat, but it has bukus of protein. Let's see here. The sodium is a little high. It's about 750 milligrams, but it has 400 milligrams of potassium. 400 milligrams of potassium in this. You know how hard it is to find foods that are high in that, especially if you're like me and you get cramps in your legs and stuff while you're sleeping at night and stuff. That's a new thing that started happening to me this year, and I'm having to supplement with potassium to keep that under control. Tried bananas. Everybody says, eat a banana. Didn't work. Had to start taking the pills. But I didn't know that this had that much potassium in it. Just holy moly does this have potassium in it. So, yeah, it's got that, but it's very interesting because they don't list it on the nutritional analysis, but down here in the ingredients, this is fortified with vitamins B1 and B2. And you can feel it. I ate this, and you can feel the B1 and B2 in this go straight into your system, man. I went from a zombie to being wide awake. But this has, per serving, 270 calories. Now, in a survival situation, calories are your friends, they say. So I'm just going to hold that like that. Calories are your friends, so they say. And so if you're trying to get 1,000 calories in a day, you'd only have to eat 2 cans of this to get it. So this is, it's packed with stuff. And surprisingly, I'm reading down here on the ingredients list down here. There are no scientific discombobulated names. This is all natural stuff in this. And that surprised me for a mainstream brand and for commercially canned food. A lot of times you read down the ingredients list on the back and it reads like something out of chemistry class. Strange stuff they put in there, But this, straightforward and simple, very simplistic. There's not any strange ingredients in this. I would not be afraid to eat this because I can read all the ingredients in a can, and I do have some chemistry and some other sciences stored up here. And this doesn't conflict. This doesn't make any alarms go off when I read this. This is all just plain stuff. I mean, the most complex item they have in here, I think, is riboflavin. There's none of this dioxide this and monoselenate this and blah-de-blah, these weird ingredients you find in a lot of things. This does not have the common preservatives that you would find. Of course, when you can food, you don't need preservatives, really. You don't even need salt, because the pressure canning process, which these are pressure canned, they're put in a very large machine, and they are pressure canned in that machine. That's why, actually, the reason you have these little on the bottom, that's not for reinforcement. What that is, and also you have it on the sides, the corrugation in the sides, what that is for is when this is put in a pressure canner, and these are big ones, they can literally put pallets of food in these things and then bolt them down and run them. When this is cooked, these little corrugations in it, they're designed so the can expand. It's going to get to about 240 degrees, and it's going to be held for however long it's supposed to be held at. And that food is literally cooked in that can. You know, it's cooked by the canning process. But I lost my train of thought. This right here, now that I know what's in this compared to the store brand, oh, it has manganese. That's the other thing. It has quite a bit of manganese, but you have to have a little of that too. That's how you get your iron in a lot of cases. A lot of these tomato-based foods where the color is not going to discolor by fortifying it with it, they'll put manganese in there to give you your iron. And so that's how you get it. But anyway, that's like one of the most complex things in here. You know, it's pretty simple stuff. I mean, some of it is formulaic, as if that's a word, but nothing really complex, and it's stuff that I understand what it is. And you know, it's all human body compatible in this, and that surprised the hell out of me. You know, I ate it. I was like, this is pretty good. You know, I thought I had bought beefy mac, is what I thought. You know, beef and macaroni. I started eating it. It tasted like chili. I looked on the front. Oh, chili? Really? But yeah, it's got real chili in it. You know, which means it's a little greasy. You can eat it cold, but it's not palatable, really super palatable. But you can do it. It's like an MRE when you eat it cold, you know, about the same consistency. But when you heat this up, it's really good. You know, everything combines right, and it's just awesome stuff. The first really... I've had different Chef Boyardee stuff. You can hear my stomach. You may or may not be able to because I'm digesting this. The first Chef Boyardee stuff I've really liked. So yeah, and this, my other half, she absolutely is grossed out by canned herring and things like that. You know, herring fillets, which I don't understand because they're just small fish fillets. They're just filleted fish, and they're cooked and they're good. Some people just can't get past it. I don't know if it's just because it's in a can. They just can't get past it. But, good stuff. You should give this a try if you haven't. I know a lot of people just walk past the Chef Boyardee stuff, but this stuff gives you energy, and it picks you up. I've had it in my system now for a couple hours. Still digesting it, actually, which is really interesting, but... It is holding. It is holding. So not too shabby. Not too shabby, Chef Boyardee. Good product, or whoever your subsidiary company is. Not too bad.